welcome back to a new Transformers toy review. I'm Monocon, and this is Transformers Age of the Prime's Alchemist Prime. Now, this is one of my least favorite figures from the 13 Primes so far. I just think he looks a little plain. He does have that mustache, butler looking head sculpt. He looks funny. I don't know. He's just a little plain. I wish he had a little better weapons. I don't know if they're blades, knives, or just weird shield pieces. He does have a symbol on it, so I mean, yeah, I guess he's an alchemist, you know, Alchemist Prime. So I'm not sure. I'll take a look at his accessories first. They do combine like into this weird like WWE belt. I don't know, it just looks like something that just goes like that. I guess you can put him like a bigger sword, but this doesn't even look like a sword, so I don't know what to say. You can have him like blasters on the side, so you can just plug it in there and that looks like a blaster. You can do the same thing on the other side, and that's pretty much it. You know, got shields / guns, so I mean, that's pretty cool. I don't know. But let's just take off the accessories and then look at the figure closely. So for articulation, we do have a swivel on the head. So he can just look left and right. Kind of look up and down. Just like that. Left side. He can do it 360, but he just kind of ends up like that. So if you want him to look up, you can just honestly do that. So there we go. The arms, they can do a 360. Just like that. They can go up all the way out. He does have a swivel on the arm or on the forearm. That's going all the way. Sorry. There we go. Swivel. He does have a bend on the arm. Pretty good. And then same thing on the other one. We got the 360, bend on the arm, and swivel. Just like that. Pretty easy. The same thing for the legs. The legs are pretty posable. They can go out that much. They can go back that much. They do have a nice bend on it. But if you bend it too much, this piece kind of gets in the way. So you can't really... You see that? You just got to be careful with this extra load of space with this piece right here going all the way back. And that's fine. It doesn't really get in the way. You just got to like kind of like be careful with it. So... you'll be fine. Honestly, you'll be fine. It's just that if it's your first time like playing with it or whatever, you'll just kind of be like, what the heck? And then you'll see it. So you'll get used to it. I got used to it already, and I just got him recently, so it's fine. He does have some ankle tilted, and then his ankle can go out that much to the like down. But that's mostly due to transformation. But other than that, it's still pretty good. He is slick, though. I'll give him that. He's pretty, like, flat, you know? He doesn't have, like, a big backpack or anything. At first, it looks like the Ironhide mold. Like, a little bit of the Ironhide mold from the Siege. But it's not. You know, just the whole piece of the chest right here. Well, not the chest, but this being part of the car mode and like stuff like that. So that's why it kind of gave me that kind of type of vibe, you know. But it's not. As I'm concerned, this is a new mold. This is not an old mold or anything like that. I can see them using this mold on other figures, most likely. I don't know who, but they can probably still use this mold. I do recommend to see if he'll probably be on sale, if I'm being honest, but oh well. So far he's the weakest one out of all the 4 of them that we have with this one. So let's take a look at the transformation. Transformation is pretty simple. I'm gonna do this quick because he's that simple. You're gonna bring this piece down. Now the instructions say it can go all the way, like it could. On the instructions, it shows that it's a lot down, but as soon as it just stops, that's it. Don't even go more, because I was trying to go more, because in the instructions it just looks like it's really wide open, but that's all it goes. And then you're just gonna press the head in there and then bring this piece back. Now for the arms, you're just gonna bring the hands back just like that. Just push them in. The instructions as well say that they go all the way down, but on mine they don't, so it still doesn't even get in the way, to be honest. So other than that, you should be fine. I'm gonna rotate the arms like that. I'm just gonna bring them out to the side. You're gonna unpeg. There's these little pegs. I just kind of take them off just like that. Then what we're gonna do is just gonna rotate this whole section around just like that. And then we're gonna open the legs and then bring these pieces up all the way back. Same thing here. Bring these pieces back all the way up. And then we can bring these pieces in just like that. So once you have these pieces in, you can start connecting the legs right here. Just kind of like that. Connect the legs. There we go. And then we can bring the arms. You're gonna bring them out just like that. Bring this out just like that. Then we're just gonna bring the legs down a little bit. That way we can give some clearance for this piece, just like that, to go down. Just like that. And then these pieces are gonna start pegging in together, as well as the forearms. And then the arms, the shoulders, and then the forearms are gonna peg together. And then it's just gonna be looking weird, kind of like that. You can start seeing the vehicle, how it's forming, but other than that, it's still pretty cool. Now we're gonna go up, close this, and close that, and then you just kind of gotta be careful, because these pieces still move around, so it does get a little annoying, but it still all tucks in right there and nice and neat, just like that. And then you're just gonna bring the windshield from the front, just gonna lift it up, rotate this piece, and then just collapse that in there. Oh, and you kind of got to pull it a little bit, that way it goes in there. And there you have his little Jeep Wrangler or whatever. He's like a little nice truck. He looks okay. Not too crazy or anything crazy. You know, like I said, he looks a little plain to me, in my opinion. Now, if you think you like this guy, then yeah. But his vehicle mode and his car mode is a little plain. And then you can just grab these pieces and then just kind of, I like to put them like this. The gun barrel or whatever that is, facing the front. Because it looks like he has guns on the top. So, other than that, he still looks pretty cool. He does roll. Oh. Other than that, it's still pretty basic, nice figure with great articulation and stuff. I don't have much to say about his car mode, to be honest. Yeah, that's all it is. It's all deluxe class as well, so there's not really much to expect, in my opinion, but yeah. So let's just transform this guy back. It's hard to get the head out, by the way. So you gotta be careful and just use this little piece right here to just kind of like bring it up back up. So that's the only problem with it. Other than that, it's a fine figure. It's okay. Not the best, but it's okay. I'm complaining a lot, but I'm not complaining at the same time. And there you have. And then you can also do this. You can just put them on his hands, just like that. Same thing on the other side. And then you just gotta like put these together just like that, and then that's how I guess he's supposed to be. But I don't even know what this is going on right here. But it looks cool, I guess. So it looks like he's connecting, I don't know, some formula for creation or something. But yeah. Then you can just take it off, and then I guess that looks like blades for him, but I don't know. Size comparison, here is the other primes I'm gonna bring here. Here is this one, Solus Prime, I believe. Prima Prime, pretty good so far. And then here is the best of the, this is my number one number one Power of the Primes figure, Megatronus. Megatronus is, so far no figure has overdone my guy right here. This is like Age of Prime's number one figure. If I had to do a top 10 or top 5, this is number one right here. So yeah. So here we have Alchemist Prime. Here we have Prime, Solus Prime, Megatronus Prime. Now the only reason why I don't bring the Legacy United Vector Prime is because he is technically part of the Primes, but I don't want to bring him in this yet until we see the new Prime, Vector Prime. I don't know if he's gonna be repaint or just a repackage, which would be pretty upsetting if he is. I'll take a repaint or maybe a new figure, but that'll be too much from Hasbro, to be honest. I don't think they'll give us a new figure. I think it'll be either repaint or repackage, but I'm leaning more to a repack, which is really upsetting considering that these are all, so far all the primes that we gotten are literally new figures. So it would be a really disappointment if we get Transformers, Age of the Primes, Vector Prime, just a repackage, while the other ones just have a new mold, which so far they've been okay. Some have been very good. These two have been really good. This one I didn't review it yet because I struggle with the transformation, especially with the legs. It ends into a horrible mess, and then the shoulder pieces end up horrible mess. But overall, this is a great figure. Not too bad. They could have done better maybe, but I don't know much about Alchemist Prime. I do recommend to maybe wait. He'll probably be on sale or something like that. There's no hurry for you to get that figure. I feel like he wasn't really hyped, in my opinion. Compared to this guy, he was hard to get. So overall, the availability of these figures, this guy was pretty hard to get, but I pre-ordered him. This guy was semi-hard. This one was easier, and this one might be really easy to get. Most likely online. I've seen him online, available everywhere. So he's pretty easy to get, but I suggest to skip on him. Maybe if he goes down in price by December or something like that. Other than that, yeah, pretty good so far with the primes. I do have Star Optimus Prime, but he's too big to fit in here in my little area right here. So yeah, please do not pay overpriced for this figure. Please like and subscribe, and thank you.